I was trying to think of a fancy name for this video, something along the lines of Disney Deodorant DS and something else, but I couldn't think of something beginning with D for the other stuff. So if you want to see what I bought, then keep watching. Hello and welcome to Life of Soph. I am Soph and I do shopping videos, travel videos, theme park videos and more. So as I said, I've bought a load of stuff. In total, I think it's come to about £150. There isn't actually that much in terms of quantity, but I'll go through it and hopefully you'll see why it's actually come out as that much. I feel like I should also preface this by saying I'm not necessarily going to keep everything. That's the way that I justified buying it, is that I'm probably going to send some of it back. I'm going to start with the items that came first, which are from ShopDisney UK. At the moment they've got a sale on. They're calling it the outlet, which I feel like is a little bit misleading because the prices are nowhere near as low as they can be in the outlets in the US. However, I have bought some stuff. All three of them I think are 50th anniversary, so I'll show you what I got. As I said, this is the order that I received first. I got it on Monday and it's now Thursday. I haven't really looked at any of it because I wanted to give you my first reactions. So the first thing that I got, they sent in this nondescript little box. So leave me a comment below and let me know what you think this is going to be. Have you done it? Have you left the comment? Because I'm going to open it now, so you're running out of time. This is something that I've had my eye on for a little while, but I couldn't justify spending the full price on it. So I was very excited when I saw this was in the outlet offer. I've just opened the box and the first thing that's come up is this. So you can already see it's a 50th anniversary item and it does say ornament on it, which gives it away. I love that Disney do this. They send their ornaments in polystyrene, but they're like specifically molded for this item and they taped it all together so it's really secure. It's actually in tissue paper as well. So credit where credit's due, they really are trying to keep this in the best condition they can. Can you tell what it is yet? So it is the partner statue. Oh my goodness, honestly the detail on Walt is amazing. It has got a couple of little nicks on the platform, but it's not the end of the world. So here's what it looks like close up. So you can see that it's got Walt Disney World 50 on the bottom. It's just so sweet. It's got a ribbon on it and then it's also got this little hook, which I guess just gives extra flexibility for it wherever you want to put it. It's not too heavy actually. I've got a Beauty and the Beast tree decoration and that is much heavier than this is. I really love this. Can't you just imagine it hanging on your tree? The only thing about buying Walt Disney World 50th anniversary merch for me is that I'm not actually going to be there for the 50th anniversary. I'm going next year in 2023, but by that time the 50th anniversary will already be over. I'm really hoping that they keep some of the stuff, and I was thinking about doing a video about the things that I hope that they keep after the 50th. So if you want to see that, then make sure you leave me a comment and let me know. So this was £20 full price and it was down to £14. Next up is another Walt Disney World 50th anniversary purchase, and this is from the Vault collection, which is the kind of oldie style based on the kind of merch that was in the parks when it first opened. And so this is the jumper slash sweatshirt that everybody has been buying. I'll get it out for you, but you can see on the tag that it says Vault collection. So let's get it open. As I say, I haven't looked at any of this properly and I certainly haven't tried this on. So I'm really excited to see what it looks like when it's out of the bag. I'm being so careful with it in case like I have to send it back for whatever reason. So this is what it looks like. It's got the old Walt Disney World style logo on it. It says opens 1st of October 71. And then on this sleeve it says Walt Disney World in the, I don't know what you'd call this, but it's like the kind of triangular style. It's really soft. Inside feels really soft as well. I wondered whether it was going to be a similar sort of quality to the jumper that I've got at the moment from Disney, which has kind of all the park icons in like lines for the different Walt Disney World parks. This feels much softer, whether it's just because I've been wearing that other jumper for ages. Should we try it on and see how it looks? I've just been so mindful of trying not to get makeup on it in case I do have to send it back. It's the sizing that I'm most worried about because I'm a size 6 and this is an XS. And I'm just a bit worried. Actually, do you know what? Look at the arms. The arms are like perfect. My hair's a bit crazy today anyway, but it's going to be even more crazy trying on various bits and bobs. But this is the jumper anyway. So you've got the old style Walt Disney World logo here and it says opens October 71 here. And up here, we've got Walt Disney World and Florida. And then there's nothing on the back. And just to show you what the arm looks like. By the way, look at the length of these sleeves. They're pretty much perfect. And considering that I'm a short person, This fits me really well, don't you think? This is an extra small, and I think this might actually be a smaller fit than the extra small jumper that I bought in Disney World in 2018, which I wear quite regularly. I'm sure it doesn't feel this snug, but that's a good thing that this is more well fitted for me. In terms of length, it almost covers my bum, so I could probably get away with wearing it with leggings in the winter. I really like this. I think I'm gonna keep it. There's a tag hanging down by me. Oh, it's just a standard Disney tag. Nothing special for the Vault collection, although as I showed you, there is the tag in the back. So full price, this was £45 and it was down to £31.50. I'm so pleased with that, and that's kind of bittersweet because the next thing that I've got to show you is a Spirit jersey. So that jumper was Walt Disney World branded. As I said, it's from the Vault collection. This is actually Spirit jersey branded, and it's the balloon version. You can see from here it's the Walt Disney World version. So again, let's get this out and see what it looks like. So when I said I wasn't planning on keeping everything, that's because I wasn't planning on keeping that jumper and this one. But obviously with both of the jumpers, that works out as like over £60 just on jumpers. And as much as I live in jumpers, they're very much casual jumpers that I probably wouldn't really wear out of the house. So I'm probably gonna have to keep one or the other. But let's try on the Spirit jersey and we'll see. We all know that Spirit jerseys are expensive. This was £70 full price, but it was down to half price, so it was £35, which is much more affordable. Now, I don't own any Spirit jerseys, so I'm quite surprised to have picked this up, and it's really thick. Like the detailing on it is really thick, like rubbery stuff. And look how bright this is. I mean, the whole Spirit jersey is clearly very bright, but this just really surprised me with how bright it is, and it looks like a disco ball. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this on. Look how small the head hole is. It's nearly as big as my face, and it's white, and I don't want to get makeup on it. I genuinely just had to check that that was the head hole and not like an armhole or something, because it's so small, and so if my hair looks terrible, it's because it's like crushed it all. But anyway, here we are. So we've got it on. It's very baggy on the sleeves. I mean, look at that. In terms of length, this covers my bum, so this is longer than the other one. And I do just want to show you the back so you can see the wording on it. I'll just bring my hair forward because it's a bit crazy today. I kind of didn't expect it, but I think I prefer the Vault collection one, which is good because that one's cheaper as well. As I mentioned, I don't own any Spirit jerseys, so this is the first one that I've ever tried on. This is an extra small, and actually it is definitely far too big for me. So maybe I'll consider not buying any Spirit jerseys in future, and that will save me a lot of money. I've also just noticed the tag, so you can see it says Walt Disney World Vault Collection Spirit jersey. So I think I'm probably going to send this one back. As I said, it was £35, so it'll be a nice refund for me. If my hair wasn't crazy before, it's definitely crazy now. I'm really pleased that I didn't like that Spirit jersey actually, because I ordered both of them on the basis that I would only keep one and send one back at least. And I was really worried that I was going to like both of them, and then I was going to have spent over £60 on jumpers. So I'm actually really pleased that I didn't like that Spirit jersey. I mean, I did like it, but I think the main thing that I didn't like was that the Walt Disney World on the back. So the Walt was on one arm, the World was on the other, and then the Disney was over the back. Whereas I'm sure that normally it's just the whole Walt Disney World just over the back. So it's a bit smaller and a bit less like in your face. I really like the design of it, and I actually quite like the bold colours, but again, it just sat too big for me. So I may never own a Spirit jersey. Bit of a weird and sad thought. But anyway, we are where we are, so let's go on to the next store. You may have seen that a company called Wild Natural Deodorant has been kind of doing the rounds on social media recently. They've been working with a lot of influencers, so personally I've seen it advertised quite a bit. Actually, after seeing a couple of influencers who raved about the brand, I took the plunge and got a case and a few refills to try. I actually started using it in the winter because as a natural deodorant, it takes time to adapt your body to it. We're used to having all these chemicals in our deodorants, and so they say that you can still like smell a bit as you're getting used to using the deodorant. So I thought it'd be better to start in the winter, and that also just happened to be when I finished using my traditional deodorant. So I've been using Wild for about 8 months. It's August and I started in about January, but I actually bought the case and the refills August last year. Again, just on the basis that once I'd used up the deodorant that I had, I would then move on to this. And one of the first refill flavours, sorry, I say flavours, I mean scents. One of the first refill scents that I got was Bergamot Rituals. And basically what I do is you buy the refills in packs of 3. And so I always get 3 that I like the sound of, sniff them all, and then use them least to most favourite. And the Bergamot one was my favourite out of the 3 that I got at the time. When I went to do a reorder, they weren't selling the Bergamot anymore, and I was a bit gutted, but I bought a few new ones and there are some other ones that I like, so that was fine. But recently I saw that Wild were having like a sale of fragrances that they'd found in the warehouse or something, and Bergamot Rituals was one of them. So I couldn't resist. You could only buy the scents in packs of 3, and that's my justification. I was really hoping that I was going to be able to get one of these, a candy floss and a toffee apple, but you can't mix and match, you have to buy them in 3 of the same scent, so I've got 3 here. One of them was open in transit, so when you open the box it just smells of the bergamot. It's so good. My time as an obsessive Lush fan had taught me that bergamot is a scent that I really like. It's very citrusy and fruity and fresh. So if you are looking to try and be more sustainable, then I would definitely recommend giving Wild a go. All I would say is that make sure you persevere with it, because you may think it's not making much of a difference to start with, but I promise you it does work. Also, I just wanted to say that when you order from the Wild website, you get 3 scents for £18, so that's £6 per deodorant basically. And I don't know about you, but I would never pay that normally. So actually what I discovered is that in some shops, they now sell the basic scents. So I actually bought a refill from Sainsbury's in the cotton scent, I believe, and it was about £3. And I bought one in Boots as well, and that was £2.50 or £3. So if you're like me and you don't want to spend mega money on all the limited edition scents, you could look in store. Sainsbury's do them, Boots do them. I'm sure there are other shops as well that do them. But as I say, that's only the basic scents, which is a bit of a shame. So if you do want any of the seasonal or the unusual scents, you do have to buy from the website. But as a small thing, delivery is free. Next, I want to talk to you about my Nintendo DS. I had a Nintendo DS when they very first came out 15 years ago or so, and I had been using it my whole life. I absolutely love it, but it was just falling to bits after the amount of time that I'd had it for and the amount of traveling it's done with me. So in the first lockdown, I took the plunge and I bought myself a Nintendo 2DS. I'm sure if you've seen my videos before, you know that I'm going to Thailand later this year, and as I mentioned, I've got a Disney trip for next year, so I'm thinking about new games that can keep me occupied on the long haul flights. I had a list of a few that I wanted to play anyway, so I've bought a couple of them. I bought them secondhand from Cex because I find that's the cheapest way to do it, and what's the point in paying much more for a brand new version when, I mean, the only thing with these is you can see there's a sticker on this one, and the box just generally looks a bit knackered. I don't know if you can see there, but the games work absolutely fine. I always check when they arrive. I checked these and they were fine. So this first one, as you can see, is Lego City Undercover. The chase begins. My partner bought this on his PS4 and it's such a good game. I am a huge fan of Lego games because I love open world exploration games. So this game on the PS4 was incredible for me, and I watched a playthrough of the DS version and it looks brilliant. So I decided to take the plunge and buy it. Well, I say take the plunge, it was £4 and then £1.95 delivery, so it was less than £6 for this. And then the other one that I bought is the follow-up version to a game I already have, so this is Cake Mania 2. As you can see, this is an original DS game, so it's much older, but I have Cake Mania 1 and I absolutely love it. It's a really easy, straightforward game. If you've ever played Diner Dash, it's just like that, but making cakes instead of serving in a diner. And again, I got this secondhand from Cex. This was £3 and then £1.95 delivery, so it's £4.95 in total. And actually, this box is in much better condition. So I'm excited to play those. I am going to save them for when I go on holiday. As much as I would love to start playing them now, I am going to save them so I've got something to look forward to. And then finally, I did an order with Wilko. For a little while, my mum had been buying me bird feeding stations, so a fat ball filler and like a little wooden bird house thingy, and I finally got some food to put in it, and I realised that within a week or so I looked out of our patio door and there were just birds. There were probably 30 birds in the garden and I was really shocked. And we still get loads and loads of birds coming to feed, and so the food gets eaten really quickly. And I also kind of feel like a motherly obligation to them now, because I think if they came into the garden there was no food, like what would they do? They'd have to go and find food somewhere else. Don't judge me. So basically I did a big Wilko haul. When I've been looking for bird food, Wilko is by far the cheapest. There is a Wilko that's maybe 15-20 minutes away from me, but it's just not very convenient. And also one of the things that I buy, and I'll put a picture in here because it's too heavy for me to carry, is a box of fat balls. The birds eat the fat balls so quickly. So I bought a box of 150 and it was £11. Now I've seen offers where you can buy 50 for £9, so this is an absolute bargain, and I have not found any anywhere that are cheaper than this. In addition to that, I bought a new thing to put fat balls in. So this is the old one, you can see it's knackered. So this is quite a big one, this fits like 7 or 8 in them. I bought a new one that only fits 4, which was an accident, but at least it's not broken like this one is. And also it was £1.50, so it was worth it. I also bought this, which is the Wilko, it says it under here, it's the Ultimate Wild Bird Seed. It's 2 kilograms and this costs £3, so again, absolute bargain as far as I'm concerned. And then the birds in my garden also love suet blocks. So I buy these boxes of 6 suet blocks from Wilko at any one time. They are £4 each, and they also had an offer to get 3 for £10, which is a £2 saving. So because they get through them so quickly, I thought let's just go for it and buy 3. So I bought this box, which are berry. You can see that they're pink. Also, if you're wondering what a suet block looks like, it's just a block, and you put it in this thing. It's like this, so they can eat through it, but it's square shaped. And again, the birds absolutely love them. They're quite picky as well, because I bought a different brand a few weeks ago and they just weren't eating it, so I've had to go back to the suet blocks. And then I also got mealworm flavour. They really like this flavour. And then finally I got one with insects as well, and again, they like this one. Does anybody else feel really passionately about feeding their birds? If so, let me know, and please tell me I'm not the only person, and preferably the only person that's not in their 20s that love feeding the birds and watching the birds. And that's everything that I bought, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure that you press the like button down below. If you want to see a playlist of other shopping and haul videos, then make sure you press here. And if you want to see more Disney content, then make sure you press here. If you want to see more videos like this, then make sure you press my face to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.